Can the new damage-based expedition system in Arc Raiders actually be exploited, and could it end up forcing even PvE players into PvP? Arc Raiders just introduced a new damage-based expedition system, where you earn skill points by dealing damage. At first it sounds similar to Trials, but there's a big difference. They specifically said any target, which means other players count too. And unlike Trials, this isn't a one-match performance. Your damage accumulates over time, which actually makes it easier to progress, at least on paper. But here's where things get interesting. The requirements don't scale evenly. Each skill point is harder than the last, and not by a little. Skill point number 5 is roughly 20 times harder to get than skill point number 1. Think of it like this: if one skill point is 5000 damage, then one skill point is practically a bastion. 2 skill points, 2 bastions. 3 skill points, 6 bastions. It ramps up fast, and when you get to 5 skill points, that actually means killing 20 bastions. And that's probably why they extended the expedition window to 13 days, because otherwise, let's be honest, most casual players wouldn't even get close to 5 skill points, at least not the casual raiders who still have a 9 to 5 job. Okay, let's go back to the two big concerns players have right now in Arc Raiders. Concern number 1. This system will push everyone into PvP and drive PvE players away. Sounds scary, but is it actually true? If we look at the numbers, not really. A raider has 100 HP, and with shields you're looking at roughly 200 damage per kill. That means you'd need to kill around 25 players just to hit 5000 damage, which is basically one bastion. And sure, one bastion takes maybe 15 seconds to kill, but 25 players? That's not 15 seconds, that's potentially hours of risky PvP with no guarantee you even win those fights. So realistically, PvP is actually a pretty inefficient way to farm damage. Which brings us to concern number 2. What if players just cheat the system? Imagine this: 2 players meet, don't kill each other, and just straight damage, heal, repeat over and over again. No ammo needed, just healing items and the raider tool for some friendly face bashing. On paper this sounds like an exploit, but it has 2 big problems. First, the obvious flaw. Let's take the most efficient healing item, at least from the inventory space point of view. Herbal Bandage, 35 HP, stacks to 5, 175 HP per slot. Sounds good, right? But here's the catch: it heals at about 3.5 HP per second. So even in a perfect scenario, you're dealing about 6300 damage in 30 minutes. And that's assuming nobody interrupts you, which, let's be honest, is very unlikely. Meanwhile, killing arc enemies is way faster than that. Now the second flaw, the hidden one. If Embark Studios has any kind of exploit detection in place, this kind of behavior is exactly what gets flagged, and suddenly your efficient farming method turns into a temporary or even permanent ban. So when you put it all together, PvP isn't the best way to farm damage, and exploiting the system isn't really viable either. Which actually makes this system look pretty balanced. And honestly, I'm excited to try it when the new expedition window opens on April 28th. I'll be testing it myself, and I'll come back with updates, especially on the new map of the Riven Tides patch and the new arc. In the meantime, please check out my last video about the expedition system.